This is a first-hand experience happened between an Australian manager and a Chinese intern in the morning at the workplace in Australia.
Well, since you're here for about 3 months, I've never seen you take a break or talk with anyone about yourself. We're a small team. I really want to make this place comfortable for everyone. I know you work hard, but other than that, you're like a ghost. You come and leave, but you never get involved. Can you tell me about how you think?
Well, for me, I feel maybe because of my own personality. I don't work here every day and I'm not majoring in anything related to work professionals here, so I want to do as much as I can. And maybe because we don't really have a fixed schedule here for break, I just decided not to have one.
So, this small talk demonstrates how the perception of individual identity plays a role in transcultural communication from various aspects. So, what is identity? Identity is defined as the ability to negotiate how one perceives herself in a workplace environment where culture, social relationships, goals are highly demonstrated.
I want to talk about cultural background that may contribute to this misunderstanding happened in previous story. From ancient China, people prefer to value individual advancement rather than teamwork or cooperation. While in Western workforce, people emphasize the importance of teamwork. That maybe could explain the personality of this intern and why she didn't want to talk with other colleagues. In the dialogue, manager highlights communication is the foundation of integrating into this team. So manager encouraged intern to join in team's informal communication to develop collegial relations. However, for the Chinese intern, it is not easy because in Western workplace, local people talk may use some informal words like slang to construct solidarity with colleagues. Language barrier is hard to avoid. Apart from that, Chinese culture does not have such informal conversations, like tea breaks, and such conversations are too informal and may invade their privacy. They want to keep professional and maintain time efficiency. To facilitate effective transcultural communication, openness and in-depth cultural awareness should be demonstrated.
Apart from the culture background, the second thing is this intern also experienced the second language socialization due to their language difference, which reflects the process of acculturation, which is defined as changes in a culture group or individuals as a result of contact with another culture group. As this intern has encountered as a newcomer, she may be conservative at the first time and gradually become accustomed to the linguistic conventions. Once they have shared a community of practice like their tea breaks, gradually she may choose to say more about herself in order to be more centered in this community, which is related to what is called legitimate peripheral participation. If newcomers are given adequate access to the community of practice as a resource of cultivation, more or less they will tend to become more actively engaged members and ignore power relationship, become more legitimate peripheral participants. Finally, they will become familiar with new practice and feel part of this new community.
The issue happened in this dialogue is related to not only being a newcomer, but also, more specifically, being an intern. Interns are a type of newcomers, but unlike formal employees who directly benefit from the company and have already aligned their personal goals with organizational ones, interns are motivated by earning experiences and gaining credit for schools. As informal employees, their perception of identity are hardly affected by relational power. This can be one reason why they sometimes don't engage a lot. Formal employees usually have high social pragmatic and pragmalinguistic competence. That means they're skillful in appropriateness and formality when interacting with co-workers, varying resources and levels in the company. They know when, where, whom, and what to talk with proper syntactic forms. But interns, they're experiencing a shift from school setting to institutional setting, and they have to suit educational-based skills into organizational skills. It takes time for them to realize that communication is a way to both transmit information and build up social relationships in order to receive tangible and intangible resources. So, effective strategies that support transcultural communication can focus on helping realize the role of motivation and directness in interaction.